Hey everyone, this is Spooky Mage. It is a different variant of the Mage sort of cold case archetype. There's another build with Egwin that has better stats, but this one is more fun. I played this deck for about 50-60 games in top 200 legend, stayed in top 200 legend, stayed about the same rank. I think I probably started at 120, ended about 118, something very marginal, and probably had, I think, like a slightly above 50% win rate. So this deck is good enough. It is the best. Is it the best deck? I don't think so, but I have seen multiple top pros playing it at top 50, especially LVGE, who's a very, very good player, but he's still able to have success. So it is a deck that is capable of making it up to the high ranks. But it is, in my opinion, a little suboptimal. But that being said, it's super, super fun. So the other build that runs Frozen Touches and Egwin, where this one relies on the Kel'Thuzad and the Grand Magister Romoth for your wing condition. It uses Invitize the Maxitude and other cards like Prismatic and Suspicious and Rubians to get more cards for Grand Magister and just to generate value. It uses Cosmic Keyboard to get lots of stats and uses Arcane Artificer to sort of delay, and then it uses these cards often to win. Often you could also win with just normal things like Deathborns and Cold Case against certain kinds of decks and hands, and with the Double Blizzard Deathborn you have a lot of time against something like an aggro deck. You can just kind of delay, get a bunch of Deathborns down. The hard thing is if they're fast enough, they can get enough damage to you and burn you from hand. Sometimes Rogue feels like it can be a tough matchup in that way because you don't have good single target removal, but you do have Nightcloak Sanctums. Druid is probably one of the toughest matchups, and in my opinion, but because they just hero power you in the face, and they can make a giant board that you can just have to Blizzard over and over and over again. I eventually run out Blizzard, and Salad Alibis, but you can win that matchup. I have many times. But bottom line is this deck is really, really fun and it's good enough. But if you don't want to craft Kel'Thuzad and Grandmaster, you can go play the burn variant with Egwin. But that being said, I find this deck a lot of fun, and it's a real that feeling of grinding and just winning that long battle. We've had games where we played like 6 Salad Alibis in a row, just torturing our opponent while gaining armor, and then we finally clear their board. So there's just that long, slow victory that a lot of players like myself like, as opposed to the hyper efficient, fast victory. So we're just going to go over Mulligans really quick. I pulled up the HS replay. This is a slightly different list that has more stats, but you can see the best 2 cards are Volume Up Cosmic Keyboard and then Nightcloak Sanctum. Infinitize the Magnitude is number 4, and then Suspicious Alchemist number 5. Sometimes keeping Armor Vendor. I think sometimes it's even okay to keep Arcane Artificer and Arcane Worm. I probably wouldn't on coin as much. And then maybe you keep a Prismatic if you already had a 1-drop. Maybe you keep a Cold Case if you already have a 1 and a 2-drop kind of thing. But the bottom line is kind of think about the matchups. So I'll give you a quick look on the Druid matchups and the Demon Hunter. So you can, so even though these don't have quite a amount of stats, you can see against Druid, Cosmic Keyboard, and Cold Case, aka Tempo. Really, really good. I'm not sure on this Nightcloak. It might be just for tempo, I think, and to freeze their hero power minions so they can't trade them off. That's my guess. And then for Demon Hunter, you can see once again tempo, Cosmic Keyboard, and Volume Up to have that sort of reach. Sometimes you can get out of range. I think Arcane Artificer is really low in the Mulligan because you really want to be using Arcane Artificer against Demon Hunter to gain life and not for tempo. Certain matchups it's okay to use it for tempo, and then you can see Death Knight here. You have kind of the similar thing. Volume Up looks to be a very, very strong card in a lot of matchups. You can see Druid is the only one where Volume Up is not good, and that's because tempo is so important to beating the Druid matchup. So spending 4 mana on drawing cards is not really good, or maybe unless you already had Cosmic Keyboard, but in other matchups it is. But that's the general idea of the Mulligan. So I think just knowing whether you're trying to win with tempo or you're trying to win with the slow value is important. And what I really like about this deck is it's a lot of build your own win condition. So I think for beginners, having a deck with a very well-defined, clear win condition and clear pack theory is very, very helpful. But I think it's a lot of the joy and the fun in Hearthstone is decks that don't have clear win conditions, that don't have oh, you always do this or you always do that, depending on what you randomly generate, depending on what your opponent's doing. You can figure, oh, I'm going to go for a defensive win condition, or oh, I'm going to make a Grand Magister that wins the game, or oh, I'm going to win in fatigue. There's a lot of different, or oh, I'm just going to freeze their board over and over and over again. There's a lot of different things you can go for. So anyways, I got some games for you guys. Enjoy.
I see you've brought guests.
You here for the tour?
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
Highest skill set of all time. I doubt it. I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to say because like, what do human beings like get to? You know, like how would we measure high skill cap? You know, because you could say like chess is played so perfectly, for example, but. I think you're right, Koi. That was the peak Hearthstone. Do I like? I haven't played 40 cards, so I guess yes.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Lightly used armor, lightly used armor. Wrong ingredient.
Pick me! Pick me!
This is insane spot.
Break it, you buy it! Break it, you buy it!
Wrong ingredient.
So I also think like, so some people mistake high skill cap for non-traditional skill cap. So what I mean by that is, if a matchup is unusual, it might seem like it's high skill, where really it's just not the standard skill. It's like if you're like a carpenter, and then you talk to a blacksmith, and you're like, oh, the blacksmiths have all the skill, I could never do that. But it's really not that you couldn't do that, it's just that you don't have the skills of a blacksmith, you know? So if certain matchups and certain things, it's not that they're like hard fundamentally, it's that they're just not, they're just a different thing to understand, right? So my commander is going to be insane here, by the way. Okay, chat, my Gromoth is going to do 80,000 Deathborns, by the way, just so you guys know. It's going to be glorious.
The more you struggle, the better.
Okay, Chad, I have like infinite death wards here. Wait, how many? Both of these Deathborns were no one. Wait, I played two. No, both those Deathborns were my deck. Both these Deathborns are new, so.
I do so. I seem to have lost the surface.
Talk, little death knight.
My blood for the Lich King!
I ain't talking.
The citadel stands strong. Writhe.
Pathetic worm!
Give that man time to get ready.
Hey, it might have been incorrect this play. I don't know. They might have been able to get more damage with the trade there, right? But I did give myself a chance for lethal there. So I don't know. This is illegal. I know, right? Still very strong play here. We did it. We're fishing for it.
Sustenance.
All four of these cards we blood blow. They got it. Thing. Very unfortunate. Wow, wait. How did they just heal for a million, chat? Because I'm pretty sure they just healed for like 1 million there. I think I'd rather have more Deathborns. Or do I want more cold cases? I don't know. Right now this does 2 Deathborns and a rewind. So it gets me more value.
I ain't talking.
Nope.
My blood for the
I might just be
Lich
right to go
King!
Grand Magister here to just so like I don't get screwed by another. Yeah, I think I go Grand Magister here. Just go for it now. All right, here we go.
Don't think too hard. You'll hurt yourself.
just have to draw Kel'Thuzad and we win. We'll have like literally infinite skeletons here. Card boost draw. 1, 2, 3 might be worth it. These seem bad. Even though this is damage. Just draw 1. Right, so just volume up like a little bit.
Job's done.
I mean, we draw Kel'Thuzad, it's what it's lethal, so. Hard for them to win, even if they Patchwork or Kel'Thuzad. Like, how do they win the long game against infinite value? Tough. Good job. Unlucky. Good face. Wait a minute. How did I do this already? Wow, I don't have an answer for this. It's annoying now.
Reality. Whoa. The more you struggle, the better.
Excuse me, over here.
Ironically, I don't have any lethals here in my current hand. I'd probably go Suspicious, try and high roll something, and then maybe do like. Almost that is like I can't. Wait, Jet's so good at top decking.
Blast.
I keep Night Cloak. I was like, Optic Infinite? Nice. Yeah, is there like an objection but for locations? Pretty funny. Counterspell and coin against Rogue is actually kind of insane. You know what I mean? Like, it actually is so good there, right?
Symptoms will be severe.
Card is terrible. Wait, is it 3 mana, 3/4? Yeah, this card is so bad. Who has mana just to throw away for +1/+2?
Take two and call me in the
You got
morning.
your chicken boy.
Too soon.
You're gonna let people pay for your brawl again? Is that next week? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. You get to pay, you get to choose the deck. Sounds fun. Lady Steno is so bullshit here, actually. Oh my god, chat. This is actually such bullshit. Hitting this out. Oh my god. Might be fine though. Up deck second Deathborn. Okay. This is really bad. I don't have a good answer here.
I can't do that. I wonder.
Rometh should cast Deathborn and Salad Alibi now. So I can just go Rometh next turn. It's very strong. I'm trying to think what else I do the rest of my mana. I also could just do something like Arcane Artificers and ship some Arcane Bolts and stuff, but if I got like a good top deck like Blizzard, that becomes a much more attractive play.
Symptoms will be severe.
Top deck Blizzard would be really nice here. Then I just go Arcane Blizzard. That's great. Did not, so we're just gonna go. We're gonna jam him.
Don't think too hard. You'll hurt yourself.
Remember what I played this game. Synthesize. Nice. Counterspell. Deathborn. Alibi. Alright. We're drawing sets here, to be honest.
Armor! Lightly used armor.
I could go Cosmic Keyboard here, but I thought this Infantile actually matters a lot here because I'm low in value. So I
Break it,
preferred
you
this.
buy it. Break it, you buy it.
Looks like a win, chat. Good hand, chat. I don't know if double volume up is good, but something. Yeah, it's too much value to be honest. Oh god. I want to be able to go coin volume up, and I can't if I do the 2-drop. This uses 2 cards, and the other one doesn't use any. So my top deck like cold case here. It's also good to note that volume up's the last card in Savara, so we can take a 2-card Savara just for like a coin and something, so we can get rid of her later. Wouldn't Egwin? No, we don't run frozen touches. Egwin sucks in this deck. There's a deck that's pretty much just like that that's runs Egwin that's better, but it's less fun. So, why we don't play it. What?
Break it, you buy it.
The more you struggle, the better. Bask in my radiance.
Cross strike really good here actually. Dr. Evil.
Reality woven.
I wonder.
Bask in my radiance.
Do I take the Talon to draw Grandmaster reliably here? I feel like I don't. I think I'm just gonna take Ziliax here.
Unity, precision, perfection.
Ooh, Dirty Rat's insane in this matchup.
Primitive.
Runs out on me.
Are they just going for the big boy on curve here? What didn't work? It wasn't. Ziliak seems like a weak card in 2023 after that play, not gonna lie. Oh wait, they're actually not running the same build as me, right?
I ain't talking.
Do not look away!
Time runs out on me.
Bask in my radiance. Reality.
They're trying to have a little fun, right? Yeah, I think this deck is like good enough too. Like this deck is not one of those. This deck isn't like control like Black Rock, like that Enraged Warrior list, where it says it's a 54% win rate, and then we just can't win a single game. Like this deck, we're doing just fine at, but we're not like dominating the meta, but we're not doing badly either. You know, it's like this nice middle ground. What do I have in this? I have one mana spell, I think, and then a volume up. I could use a volume up actually with this hand.
I wonder.
Time to wash away the filth.
Armor! Armor! Lightly used armor. Time runs out on me.
So they do their own 8th Deathborn here, but it's hard for them to kill me at their 29 here, right? With they haven't played at Egwin yet. Makes things a little difficult, I feel like. Thank you, K-Bell. Yeah, it's I got I did 200 hours last month. But it's a new expansion. So the game is fun. Content's hot right now, so it's try to get as many as in, so. Politics 50 something win rate on HS free play. I can't win a game. Skill issue is not. It oversimplifies the equation, in my opinion. But it's more like. Maybe I get rid of this. Wait. I don't want to go sell to Alibi here. In case they have some like absurd lethal. I'm gonna have so many.
I wonder. Time runs out on me.
I should have just done this earlier. I'm gonna throw this away. Just this.
I have too many minions.
Right now, this deals a lot of damage.
What to do? What to do?
Right, Chad, how likely is it that I die here? I have 29 life here, right? I could Deathborn here. 20 damage. Like, if I'm never dead, it's right to go Deathborn, right? If I'm dead sometimes, without Egwin or likely, well, they don't have enough mana to do that. It'd be like, I don't know. Maybe I just do a cold case solid because I feel like I can't lose with that play. Let's do this. I feel like this play is never losing. But the other play, like the other play, if I'm a computer, it's either correct or not. This is like the human play of like I think I'm so ahead here that I'm playing against my own inability to calculate stuff. You know what I mean? So. We have a fourth Deathborn. I don't know how they'd get it. Okay.
I have too many minions.
I'm pretty sure Kel'Thuzad is lethal here, right? I trade one off on the volatile, right? And then this will be like 14 damage, right? Plus I get to go 5 face here, right?
Got it.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to.